This video is sponsored by Botan Store, Channel Fireball, Pokemon Card.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day here at Tailman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yesterday we had, not yesterday, sorry, you're watching this on Friday, so 2 days ago we had a really big Chill TCG tournament, the last one I think featuring a team up to Evolving Skies, so the last one before rotation happens next week. And T10 Hat, I think that's the name, from Thailand ended up winning the whole thing with, big surprise, Shadow Rider Calyrex, right? So Shadow Rider Calyrex, still a pretty important Pokemon going around. Still the dominating deck with the Underworld durability, allowing you to attach extra Psychic Energy into play to your bench Psychic Pokemon and drawing cards that way, along with doing Max Skies, doing 10 damage plus 30 more for each of your Psychic Energy attached to all of the Pokemon in play. Now, of course, we're pairing Shadow Rider with his good old friend Gengar Mimikyu with a Horror House GX attack, giving you essentially a free and extra turn, sometimes even providing a one-shot against a non-suspecting opponent that doesn't play around the GX attack. Also provides extra draw support, and the Poltergeist attack, as I mentioned, can be pretty threatening to a non-suspecting opponent, doing 50 damage for each trainer card you find there. Now, we are playing Alcremie VMAX, once again a lot of synergy with the extra energy attachments that you get with Shadow Rider. Have the G-Max Whisk attack, doing 60 damage for each energy you choose to discard from your Pokemon, and obviously Calyrex attaches them, Alcremie discards them, and then you get a very nice and direct 1KO option. And one of the new cards being included in the deck was the brand new Galarian Articuno with a Cruel Charge ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may attach up to 2 Psychic Energy cards from your hand to this Pokemon. So an extra way to get energy down into play, power up Shadow Rider's attack, power up Alcremie VMAX's attack, and Side Laser isn't too bad itself. You discard Psychic Energy from this Pokemon, and this attack does 120 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, allowing you to potentially snipe an opponent that you weren't able to finish off earlier on by damage from Gengar Mimikyu or Shadow Rider. Dual Marshadow to combat Path to a Peak, though we do play Path to a Peak ourselves to get around Zamazenta and for late game locking scenarios. With Reset Stamp, you have the Denny and Crobat for support, and the rest of the deck is pretty straightforward, outside of the energy retrieval, which combos nicely with Articuno and of course Shadow Rider, but also the one-off Escape Rope that I do not have for some reason, and I am very sure that the deck does include. So let me fix that real quickly. 1730. So what is the extra card I have? 4 Research, 3 Marnie, 3 Boss, 4 Crystal, 4 Quick Ball, 3 Incense, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Retrieval. Oh, the deck actually doesn't play the Reset Stamp. I believe that is the extra card. Alright, so no Reset Stamp for us. I believe that is the card. Yep, that is the card that I had mixed up. I'm surprised there's no Reset Stamp in this, but hey, who am I to judge? Let's jump into the ladder and see what we can do with this. Alright. Alright, so we get a hello. So we are going first. With this hand, this is where Gengar Q will definitely be coming into play, I would say. Yep. Especially against Zamazenta. So playing the second copy of Gengar Q actually is pretty impactful right here, I would say. Mostly because if you prize it in this situation, for example, like getting an extra turn is so good that I really like the second copy of Gengar Q because it's so useful overall. My opponent going for the Cinta Caitlyn directly is actually pretty, or should be pretty scary for them. That's also pretty scary, I would say. They play down a power plant, so I guess we will find out if they have something good or not here. I could have grabbed the Articuno actually, now that I think about it, and actually, yeah, probably grabbing Articuno there was a good choice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and Horror House here. That Look Metal deck usually plays so many trainers that I'm confident I can get a knockout on this Amazenta V next turn. But I'm also tempted to go Boss to damage the Look Metal. I am definitely tempted by that. But first off, let's... you know what? I'm gonna do the Articuno play because I have the 2 energies right here. So I'm gonna use Galarian Articuno, attach both, just get those into play, and then get another Shadow Rider into play. Could grab Marshadow to get rid of the power plant, but I mean, I still haven't used my ability. I'm getting 7 cards here. I get 2 energies. So things are looking pretty good, actually. To the point where I might consider benching the Alcremie too. Alright. So I'll definitely be splitting the energy this turn. So that Look Metal can only get rid of 2 energy maximum here. I don't have another Shadow Rider. I am going to bench this for the potential one-shot here. And... alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we get the knockout. And they're playing Avery. Apparently Avery is a thing now. Apparently Avery is a thing. I can see how it's good against this deck. It's obviously good against Eternatus. So apparently Avery is a good card to have now in this deck. So with this in mind, definitely getting rid of the Calyrex. Well, it's either Calyrex and Alcremie or Articuno Alcremie. I feel like it's definitely Alcremie. I'm gonna get rid of the Calyrex, it's fine. I'd rather have the 2 energies down right here. So they had 5 trainers last time. They've played down 2, 3. Okay, they just get the Look Metal, so they are protecting themselves. But I mean, I should be able to deal a very solid amount of damage right here. So as long as I find a switching card, I'm pretty okay with this. I am actually pretty okay with this. So in order to find the switching card, can I go ahead and use my ability right here? And then, okay, I probably should have done this before. Wow. Okay, so I priced my Alcremie. I guess I'll grab 1. And then I'll Underworld Door to myself once again. Okay, then I'll get my attachment for turn. Go ahead and do it here. And then we'll go ahead and Marty, right? Yeah. Putting all these cards at the bottom, hopefully getting me closer to one of my Herbaloons or switches. There we go. I actually get 3 of those. So we're gonna deal a very good chunk of damage right here. You know what? I'm gonna use Switch instead of an Herbaloon. And Max Geist. They do reduce a good amount of damage. It's still enough for the 2-shot. Took away their huge hand. We don't know if they had Malolana or not before. But yeah, I feel like we had... at that stage, it was just way too overwhelming for my opponent. He hadn't done any damage. He hadn't done much at all. And I will say, I've been playing Look Metal non-stop in the ladder. I recorded a video for channel Pokemon yesterday, if you want to check it out. It would be really appreciated if you do. I was playing with the Umbreon single strike deck, and I played against 4 different Look Metals in that video. And this is my 5th Look Metal in recorded game, so I don't know. Very peculiar. Alright, now we're up against Alexila, who is the owner of the Plus Power YouTube channel from Brazil. So we'll send a friendly hello. Decent-ish start. Not happy about losing the Ordinary Rod, happy about the mulligan to see what we are up against, and it seems like we are up against the deck that I just mentioned. Probably Umbreon Single Strike. I would not expect this to be just straight up Single Strike Urshifu. So that's pretty scary for sure. That is pretty scary. We'll go ahead and attach, and we'll go ahead and Delay Change. Not super happy about the Delay Change, especially because I lost that Ordinary Rod, but this definitely more than makes up for it. So this is a very, very good hand overall. So we'll go ahead and pass. I don't expect my opponent to be playing Tool Scrapper. We will see a Quick Ball, however. We do see the Houndour. I'm like 99% sure this is going to have Umbreon VMAX as the focus of the deck. And there we go. Fairly good start for my opponent. So what we are going to need is Alcremie, right? Alcremie is going to be pretty essential here. I could, depending on their setup, I could go for the Gengar Q play. Okay, so they didn't attach energy. They did bench 2 Houndours, however, so if I KO 1 Houndour with a boss, I would actually be in a fairly good spot, right? And I can guarantee the KO sort of with Articuno. I feel like that's a little too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and evolve here. Yes, and then I'm not super convinced under Articuno. So I'm gonna attach. You definitely want to establish Alcremie. I've lost 1 boss's order, so my chance of getting the boss are not very high. They're definitely not very high. So you know what? I think it's going to be change of plans. I will give myself the opportunity to use Articuno. I'll go ahead and bench the Alcremie. I might actually not. Okay, so Shadow Mist stopping special energy attachments could actually end up mattering this turn. So I'll attach the energy there. I will spread the other one here, I guess. And I'll Marnie? Yeah, Marnie seems okay. Alright, so more Shadow Riders, that's good. I'm thinking Quick Ball away the Fog Crystal for Crobat, draw the extra cards. Yeah, I think I like that. Burn the crystal. Okay, I do have 2 boss's orders left. So we'll go ahead and draw 5 cards off of the Crobat. All the energies. Absolutely all the energies. And we'll go ahead and Shadow Mist. So no special energy attachment from my opponent. That could actually stop the Umbreon from attacking this turn. That could indeed stop the Umbreon. Because they can attach, obviously, double single strike off of Houndoom, but they might not be able to attach a single strike or a capture onto the Umbreon. There's the capture that they are not able to attach. That's another energy discard. I mean, obviously they play for urns. There's the double Houndoom. Okay, they go for a boss and they pass. Interesting. Okay. So now I will go ahead and honor roll door to the Alcremie. No boss still. Go ahead and honor roll door to myself. There's the Alcremie, so now I have successfully saved the Alcremie VMAX. So let me think this through. Still no boss's orders though. So no matter which attacker I use, I lose 3 energies, right? No matter which attacker I use, I lose 3 energies, whether it's the Shadow Rider or the Alcremie VMAX. And this card's pretty good, this card especially is pretty good. So I guess I'll just do this. I mean, all they need to do is power up back-to-back Umbreons, right? That's all they need to do. I'm gonna need Path to the Peak to potentially stop their Umbreon from gusting up my Shadow Rider. Yeah, I'm not super confident that I'll be able to win this. You know, I'm not super confident. We see the urn. No, I guess Moonlight Blade is enough. They don't even need the VMAX. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. 160 times 2, 320. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Okay, I mean, this means I just need to discard 2 energy with Alcremie. They are down 2 stadiums, so it's definitely Path to a Peak time. With Path to a Peak, I might actually be able to win this, and yeah, the Marnie definitely helps as well. So let's go Quick Ball away you for Articuno. And let's go Retrieval. And really? Where are my Path to the Peaks? I played 2. Are you serious? Oh no, I'm looking at my discard pile. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my discard pile. Oh my gosh. I was already like, what the heck? What the actual heck? Okay. So with this I can check. Both of them are there. Okay, that's good. So that's what we are counting on. Path to the Peak. Marnie plus Path to the Peak into a boss KO for the win. That is the plan. That is the plan. Okay, is there any evolution? Yes. So I'm getting this card to the top, hopefully to increase my chances of getting the Path to the Peak off of the next 5 cards, right? And I do not find Path to the Peak. Well, I tried. Both Path to the Peaks at the bottom of my deck. Doesn't have Psychic resistance, so I need to discard 3 energies. 1, 2, 3. We have the game-winning boss in our hand, so it comes down to can they evolve into Umbreon and power it up. If they can, they win. If not, we win. And I assume they will be able to. The fact that they don't need boss to win is really, really big. Really, really huge. With that urn, even if they had to single strike energies priced, all they would need to do... well, now they can't do that, right? Interesting that they played the urn. Because then they made their deck a little bigger, right? They could just have raw bosses orders. And there it is. Yeah, GG. Straightforward. And nothing for me to do there. I don't think I could have done anything differently there. If I had been more aggressive against the Crobat, they would have been aggressive back. So I delayed them by a turn. That also delayed, so I needed the path to a peak. That's what I needed. The path to a peak, and for them not to have another stadium. Which maybe they discarded a stadium with the stadium. I don't know. Maybe they did. I'm not sure. Not much you can do. Yeah, generally not much you can do about that. All right. And if this is Rapid Strike Urshifu, then we're about to see the other side of the coin. But it's not. It's Ice Rider, in fact. But I was going to say this was going to be the other side of the coin, where I got demolished by weakness last game. They're about to get demolished by weakness this game. But not quite. Not quite. All right. Okay. I could get Gengar Q and stop things from happening. That's a little iffy though. I feel like I should get Gengar Q, but then I have to hope. Like, I'm not going to GX here. I am absolutely not going to GX right here. I am going to escape rope and hope that delays them enough. And I will pass. They need now switch the VMAX and the energy. If they have that, they win. If not, maybe I have a chance. But like, if I GX here, yes, the game goes on, but I won't have a really good chance, I feel. Yeah, I won't have a really good chance to win. Okay, well, that is not ideal. I mean, better than Switch, I guess? Especially if they take a KO. Wow, what a hand. All right. So, game over. And the disrespect. Piranha Blast. The complete disrespect. I really hate cocky opponents. Anyways. The preemptive well played is like one of the most disrespectful things you can do. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. All right. Definitely want to go first. It's really tilting how people can be so disrespectful. Like they get lucky handpicking the perfect cards, and on top of it, they're like, ah ha ha, look, I'm so good, right? So dumb. So freakishly dumb. So much skill in using the Dene and getting every card that you need, right? So much skill. What a player. Right. Server gets Rapid Strike Toolbox. We get Marnied out of our hand. 2 supporters down. Wow, with the path. Unbelievable, dude. Unfreaking believable, man. Unfreaking believable. When you so pro tip, you know, when you face me again in the ladder, just play Marnie. Just play a Marnie and you immediately win the game. So many outs. So many supporters and the Marsh Shadow, and I just can't. So how do you win a 450 player tournament with this deck? Don't draw like table one. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Truly. Okay. So what's my plan now? I definitely can't KO. I'm actually not sure. I can only, like, I'm fairly sure this is gonna be one of those games where the game's gonna be super close, but I'm gonna end up losing at the end because of that one turn that I lost. I am fairly sure that's what's gonna happen. But I'll try. I won't give up. I win in 3 turns from this point forward. Can my opponent do that themselves? If I could find a boss, that would be fantastic, because this hitting for 130 each turn is not a threat. This is a threat. This is a potential threat. It's all about the Zero Aura here. Okay. So that's gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 energies is 190. So I need another one, but I should be able to get one more, right? Should. Path to the peak. You are not useful to me right here. You're actually the opposite of useful. Okay. So does evolving do anything for me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, it prevents a knockout. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I'm just gonna max Geist. No, it does not, in fact, prevent a knockout. Right. Okay, we see Azure Aura, which we can target down. Like I said, 130 is not really a threat. Dude, you're down 2 Marties already. Why? Why do you take away my thing? Come on, dude. Why do you have to take my 2 bosses to the bottom of the freaking deck, man? And now if I bench the 10, I immediately lose. Well, not immediately, but I think I have to still anyways, but still. Very frustrating. So now I do have to evolve. They hit me for 130, they can hit for 190 with that guy. So the play this turn, I don't even know it. The play would be to have a bench barrier review. Then I would just win the game outright. 7 energies. I need 10 total. All 3 bosses orders are available, but I only have 2 energies left. Okay, so let me think this through. If I KO that guy, well, that guy needs telescopic sight to do 180. That guy can't win the game. No, it can because of the Dene. I have to bench the Dene this turn. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it. I need to bench the Dene. Okay. Nothing for me yet. But I have Crobat now, right? So let me think this through. I go Herballoon, Quick Ball Switch for Gengar Q. Oh, but if I bench Crobat, okay, then that opens up that guy possibly. I mean, I'll. So okay, if I draw the boss and I KO Urshifu, this guy cannot take 4 prizes, right? I'm fairly sure. I am fairly sure. Okay. So I need boss to KO Urshifu. There's the boss. Thank you. There's the boss. And that's it, right? Or am I missing something? Because this guy can knock out 1 Pokemon, but not 2. Okay, the way my opponent wins is Surge into Leon into boss. That's how my opponent beats me this turn. Surge into Leon into boss. That's how my opponent wins. Surge into Leon into boss, which I'm assuming my opponent doesn't play Surge and doesn't play Leon, right? Because then that way they would do 120 to this and 190 to this, and that's the game. But fairly sure we are good here. Fairly sure we are good to go. So much suffering. So much suffering. Well played. Didn't miss anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, that's a... The game is over. Well played. Not the Ice Rider, dude, disrespectful. Look, I got stupidly lucky. Well played. You know? So very different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's enough. I thought I was missing one. And I thought, okay, attacking with this is more straightforward. GG. Alright, obviously pretty good list. When you draw well, I'm glad I stuck it out. I was about to concede with that start. I top decked the research and then we found our route and we played to it and we won. You know? Thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. Great choice for the Pokemon Online Global Tournament happening this weekend. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.